Hi everyone, welcome back to the Beach Apron. Today we're cooking up a Kerala style chicken roast, a spicy and flavorful dish that's a staple in South Indian cuisine. It's incredibly easy to prepare using very simple and common ingredients found in your kitchen. So let's get started. For this recipe, I have taken 1 kg of chicken, which I've cut into medium-sized pieces. For the marinade, we will use a blend of spices that will infuse our chicken with deep aromatic flavors typical of Kerala cuisine. I've added 1.5 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix everything thoroughly until all the ingredients are well combined and evenly coat the chicken. We'll let the chicken marinate and soak up all the spices while we move on to prepare the other ingredients. We'll also make a homemade garam masala that complements this chicken recipe perfectly. For the next part of our recipe, I have taken 5 medium-sized onions and sliced them thinly. It might seem like a lot of onions, but this is the perfect amount to achieve a caramelized sweetness that blends beautifully with all the spices. Now, let's make our homemade garam masala, which is a key element of flavor for this dish. We'll need 5 green cardamoms, 16 to 17 peppercorns, 10 cloves, a 2-inch cinnamon stick broken into smaller pieces, 1 tablespoon of fennel seeds, and 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds. To these whole spices, we will also add 1 bay leaf and 1 whole Kashmiri red chili. These spices will be toasted to release their aromatic oils, creating a vibrant and fresh garam masala that's tailor-made for our chicken roast. In a pan, add the whole spices and gently stir them over a low flame. It's important to warm the spices just until they become fragrant. Be careful not to overheat them, as this can cause the spices to burn and leave a bitter taste. Once the spices are toasted, transfer them to another vessel and allow them to cool down. Add the cool spices into a mixer jar. Blend them until they turn into a smooth powder. Our homemade garam masala is ready. I highly recommend using this method to make your own garam masala. It truly brings out the authentic taste in this recipe that pre-packaged mixes can't match. It's time to put everything together. In a large pan, add 3 to 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. It's important to use coconut oil for this recipe as it's the signature oil of Kerala cuisine. Next, add the thinly sliced onions to the pan and stir well. Keep stirring until they soften. While the onions are cooking, I have chopped some fresh ginger and garlic, sliced a few green chilies, and picked a handful of curry leaves. These will be added to the pan soon, each contributing its burst of flavor that's essential to building a unique flavor to our Kerala chicken roast. The onions have slightly softened. To the onions, I'm adding 10 to 12 curry leaves. I have taken 2 inches of ginger and finely chopped it. Next, I have taken 6 to 7 cloves of garlic and finely chopped it. Add these as well into the pan. Give everything a thorough mix till the onions caramelize into a lovely golden brown color. It's time to add a blend of spices to the onion mix. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 tablespoons of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. Give it a good stir till all the spices mix completely with the onions, ginger and garlic. Add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of water to the pan. This small amount of water is just enough to prevent the spices from burning while allowing them to continue cooking. Cook till you see traces of oil separating from the onions and spices, ensuring that all the spices have cooked properly. Our chicken pieces have been marinating and have soaked up all the flavors from the spices. Let's add the chicken pieces into the pan. Spread them out evenly to ensure each piece is in contact with the heat and has space to cook properly. Give the chicken pieces a good mix to ensure that each piece is thoroughly coated with the fragrant spice mixture in the pan. It's time to add the green chilies. I'm adding 2 roughly chopped green chilies, but feel free to adjust the amount according to your spice tolerance. Adding chilies not only introduces a kick of heat, but also layers in a fresh flavor that complements excellently with all the spices. Add a little water to adjust the consistency and to prevent the spices and chicken from sticking and burning at the bottom of the pan. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. Be cautious with the amount of salt since we have already seasoned the chicken pieces during marination. Allow room to add salt later on if needed. It's time to add the freshly made Garam Masala powder we had prepared earlier. Add 1 tablespoon of the Garam Masala, infusing our dish with its rich aromatic spices. Remember to save a little bit for later, as we'll sprinkle a bit of this Garam Masala powder towards the end to finish the dish with a rich burst of flavor, enhancing the overall taste with that final touch. Give everything a good mix to ensure the Garam Masala is evenly distributed throughout the chicken pieces. Cover and continue to cook for a few minutes on a low flame. The slow cooking method allows the flavors to blend together beautifully, ensuring the chicken pieces become very tender and absorb all the flavors. Let's check on the chicken. The chicken pieces have become nice and tender. You can adjust the seasoning at this stage. I'm going to add a little bit more of water and allow it to cook for a few more minutes to ensure that the chicken pieces remain nice and juicy. Add some curry leaves. Cover and cook for a few more minutes. Let's have a quick look. The chicken pieces are almost done. Give everything a quick stir to make sure the flavors are well combined. With just a few more final touches, our Kerala style chicken roast will be ready. Add 2 to 3 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. This adds a delightful dash of freshness, brightening the rich flavors of this dish. Mix everything very well. Continue to cook without covering till the gravy thickens and coats all the chicken pieces. To finish off, sprinkle a few pinches of Garam Masala powder we had saved earlier. This will add a final burst of flavor to our dish. Add a few fresh curry leaves for a touch of color and a hint of their distinct aroma. Give everything one final mix to ensure all the flavors are perfectly combined and lock in all the unique flavors in the gravy from the rich spices, freshness of the lemon juice and the curry leaves. And that's it. Our Kerala chicken roast is ready to be served. This simple chicken recipe is a staple at my home. It's one of those comforting dishes that everyone looks forward to, bringing together classic South Indian flavors in a way that's both heartwarming and delicious. Its ease of making could easily make it a new favorite in your kitchen as well. With just a few steps and essential spices, you can bring a taste of South India to your dining table, ready to delight family and friends alike. This dish is known for its rich blend of spices and deep flavors. I hope this recipe brings as much joy to your table as it has mine. Enjoy cooking. Bye for now.